sports coverage.
He's just bursting out for football. I mean, let it play the thing. Of course, we got the mobile home park. Yeah. And plus, I still have my job in Woodrock. New Year's. That's what my garden was. I'm telling you, I like the garden and just doing it for something. That's more work. Yeah, spreading.
Testing, testing.
All right. Can you hear me?
All right, good evening. Welcome to another week of Hope Bobcats football. We are here with Swark today in Ashdown, Arkansas, home of the Panthers, as we witness the Hope Bobcats versus the Ashdown Panthers. I am here with the coach. How are we looking tonight, coach? What do you think?
Well, our chances are very good. We played an excellent ball game last week. We came from the short end of the stick, but we are we're looking forward to this ball game and winning it.
Yeah, just a little small mistakes last week. Let's see how well our team here tonight did to fix those this week at practice.
Yes. What I always said, if the second week will show a lot of improvement. If we do, we have our chances are good.
Absolutely. They look good in warm-ups. Let's see how they look at this opening kickoff here in just a little bit. the field, getting ready for kickoff. Hope will be returning the ball this first half. We had last week a bunch of big plays out of KD Gully. Let's see if he can't do the same thing this week. Also, quarterback Tyler Patterson had a very, very successful week in week one with a wide receiver Zion Brown also having a very big game with 100% completion receiving rate. Very good game.
Number 12, Donovan Jones back deep for the Bobcats, along with number 10, Tamarian Lindsay.
Yeah, and while we await that opening kickoff, I got some stats from last week against Nashville. We had Tyler Patterson at quarterback throwing for 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. Also had a 10-yard rushing touchdown as well. Um, Isaac Love, number 0 at receiver, had 8 catches for 64 yards and a touchdown. We also had Jay Monk get 89 yards that game, and like I said, Zion Brown with that perfect completion rate had 70 yards and 1 touchdown of his own. Tamarian Lindsay rushed for 100 yards last week. That was a very, very impressive thing to watch. We do have a moment of silence. But last week, the thing for me last week was our defense. Very, very powerful defense last week. Bunch of upside, not really much downside. We had Jalen Staggers as player of the week last week with 12 tackles and 1 pass breakup. With also a co-player of the week with KD Gully that had 14 tackles last week against Nashville. That was a very, very strong tackling game for us Hope Bobcats, and let's see if we can't do the same tonight. But first, we start off receiving the ball this first half. So let's see if we can't make a statement on offense. What do you think, Coach?
Like I was saying, I think our chances are good. If we can just improve just a little from last week, we'll be a real competitor. And the defense last week was outstanding.
All right, as we start the game off with a little squib kick at right about the 38-yard line, and it will go out of bounds as our Hope Bobcats take possession.
On the offensive ball tonight, the Bobcats will be serving Tyler Patterson at quarterback along with Tamara Lindsay in the backfield. Number 10, Kadarius, Kadarius Gully would be in the slot with Zion Brown as a wideout. Jalen Monk also in the slot. And Isaac Love, of course, number 0 would be at the wideout. And our front five at center, we have Connor Godwin, offensive line, left right tackle, Xavier King, and right guard, Jesse Barden, and left guard, Dominique Lacey, along with Miguel Nava at left tackle.
All right, and that first play was underway. We had a incomplete pass to KD Gully right there on the right slot. Went right through the hands of Gully and hit the turf right behind him as we get ready for 2nd and 10. The Hope Bobcats offense. See if we can't get something started. We do have trips right as we got looks like Zion Brown wide out to the left. It'll be a draw play up the middle. Looks good for about 7 yards. Great run right there by Tamarian Lindsay, right up the middle. That's a great way to set the tone right there, Coach, I think. I think it's a good start to run the ball right down the throat of the defense and see if their best cannot stop our best.
Yes, if we can establish the run, then our offensive passing game will come in real handy.
Very good run right there. It will be 3rd and about 3 for the Hope Bobcats. It's going to be a pass play right to the slot. Has Isaac Love wide open as he almost slipped a tackle. That's good for about 10 yards. It's going to be a Hope Bobcats first down right at about the 40-yard line. Looks like the 38 is where they're going to mark him.
Yeah, Isaac ran an excellent route there. It's a 10-yard in, and it was good, very good, very good play.
And like we said just a second ago, it's great to establish that strong run up the middle just to set up that in route on the outside right there. It's a great offense so far by the Hope Bobcats. Let's see if we can't do it again here on 1st and 10 at the the 42-yard line. Play action right to the slot, breaks a tackle, and pushes for about an extra 4 yards right there. That's about a 7-yard gain on the pass.
Zay Monk was on the reception.
It's a great example of how to break that first tackle and try to fight for extra yards, as he did come back on the line of scrimmage a couple yards, but he fought, looks like, for just about 5 yards, as it'll be 2nd and 5 for the Hope Bobcats.
The Bobcat offense look real good right now. We got to moving the ball well, passing the ball, and the run itself is good.
Very good. I think we come back with a run play right here just to see where they're at on defense. Try to test the waters, as they say. Looks like they're rushing the edges right here. Got to roll out to the right to the running back. He breaks the first tackle, breaks
Oh,
another,
oh,
almost breaks a third. Looks like he's going to gain about 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4.
Tamarian lost his feet that time, but if he'd have kept his feet, he might have got the first down.
And we did have a little rain earlier on in Ashdown today, and turf might be a little wet. Uh, see if they can't get their feet under them here later on in this evening. So we got 3rd and 4 for the Hope Bobcats. Looks like we're going to go trips left this time with Isaac Love wide out to the right.
I tell you, our front line is doing a real good job right now for moving that line around.
Wow, looks like we're going to get a delay of game against the Hope Bobcats. All right, just had a line judge confront the referee, and that will not be a delay of game. It will be a Hope Bobcats timeout instead. Let's see if we can't regroup and get that 4 yards for this first down coming up. So far, so good. Moving the ball very well. Here we did a great run off the first play and a couple great passes.
Yes, the Bobcats are really having a good drive right here. If we're going to establish it and finish it, we'll be real good. They're using a lot of time on the clock. That's one of the main things.
I think they were trying to audible maybe there at the end and just lost track of that time clock. But great awareness by the head coaching job over there at the Hope Bobcats sideline of noticing that and calling that first time out of the game. It's 9 minutes, 27 seconds left in this first quarter as Hope lines up on the ball. 3rd and 4. Trips left with Isaac Love split out to the right. And it will be another draw play.
Give to Tamari and Lindsay, good for maybe 2 yards. And we are.
I think he is just short of the first down, 4th
Mm,
and inches. I think we're in a good position to go for it right here. Wouldn't really hurt us if we didn't get it, but it'd be great if we got these few inches to get this first down. Maybe get inside the red zone.
We probably try and throw him offside, but it'd be a good idea to try and throw him off sides.
Another run play, and he will get that first down. And he's fighting for extra yards as he breaks two tackles for looks like a gain of about 5 yards by Tamorian Lindsay. What a great run right there, breaking tackles.
Yes, tomorrow get going forward. It's really hard to bring him down. Keep his feet moving well and shoulders leading forward. He's a load to bring down.
Yes, he is. He's very low centered and keeps those shoulders over his toes, keeps them legs pumping, fighting for those extra yards. Looks like we're going to go doubles left and got a single wide out to the right. That's Isaac Love. Like a little outside zone play. Looks like about a gain of 2 right there.
Tell you, the front line did a good job of blocking down and I know and kicking out.
And we do have a substitution. We got Tamorian Lindsay running off the field. Looks like to get him a little breather as we got KD Gully in the backfield with Tyler Patterson. I wouldn't be surprised to see a run right here with that big senior in the backfield. And there it is. Looks like a little trap. Fumble on the play recovered by the Panthers.
That ball's wet tonight. It feels a little wet. Now they're slipping around, but we got to hold on to it.
Yes, it is. And that is number 3 for the Ashdown Panthers, Caleb Blankenship, for the recovery on that fumble. It's the little mistakes. See if we can't fix that. But here comes our defense. Let's see if we can pick up where we left off last week with that strong defensive presence against Nashville here tonight against Ashdown. Quick snap. They're going deep for the first play, and they do have a completion all the way down to the 32-yard line, and he will be brought down at the 28-yard line.
That was absolutely good pass play. The quarterback stood in the pocket and threw the ball well.
And that was great separation by number 11, Carson Horn, on the outside. Great separation from the cornerback, and just makes the catch. Ashdown 1st and 10 on their 28. That's going to be a little buck sweep, and he is immediately brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Number 3. uh, Jalen Staggers on the tackle, coming up from his outside linebacker's position.
And that was number 2, Darnell Williams on the rush. Looks like he's going to get nowhere as he gets stopped right at the line of scrimmage as Ashdown gets ready for second. And
Yeah, Ashdown brought the house in. I mean, all linebackers coming.
it'll be about 2nd and 14 for the Hope Bobcats. Just a great call on that defensive side. Seen us in a bunch formation and just got to the quarterback before we could break on the outside with our receivers. It's going to be trips left for the Hope Bobcats as we got Isaac Love, lone receiver to the right. Drops back for another pass. Escapes the pressure once again. Gets rid of it.
It's a completion.
And that will be a complete catch for about a gain of 10 right there on the play. Bunch of boos from the fans, but that did look like a complete play.
Yes, the receiver did a good job of coming back to the ball, and I think he got his hand underneath it.
I agree, and it's going to be about a 3rd and 4. Great job by Patterson escaping the pressure. Had two Panthers running after him, and he escapes that pressure. Gets rid of the ball very quickly for a gain of 10. Got trips right this time with Zion Brown, a lone receiver to the left. It will be another quick pass play as he gets rid of the ball. Almost intercepted. I'll tell you what, they are rushing that quarterback tonight. The Ashdown Panthers are trying to get as fast as they can to the quarterback and rush him out of his comfort zone.
Yeah, I think there's plenty of years back and they're just coming.
Despite the decent field position inside our own 50, inside of our own 40, we're going to elect to punt the ball. See if we can't get them inside their own 5. A great punt as the line judge is marking it on the 1-yard line.
Well, the excellent job. I think it was Isaac Love that went to the end zone and put the ball back into the field on about the 1 yard line.
I think they're going to call him. I think they're going to call it a touchback
Oh, did they? Okay.
as Love might have been in the end zone as he tried to toe tap on that 1-yard line. Great effort though by Isaac Love.
Yeah, the give was to Williams. Good for 10.
Another quick run by the Panthers. He is met at the line of scrimmage. KD Gully on the tackle. Another great game by Gully on both sides of the ball already early on in this game as it is 7 minutes and 20 seconds into this first half. Second quarter of football.
The Bobcat defense is running to the ball, doing a good job.
Very good job. We had that early on, a little miscommunication in the secondary with that led to a touchdown by the Panthers, but so far so good.
So yeah, Richie Cunningham is gonna be called off sides for encroachment, but I like to see the aggressiveness line.
I like the aggressiveness as well. Just need a little bit of concentration
Hmm.
on these small mistakes, these false starts, these encroachments, that could go a long way in this football game, early on especially, as it's going to be 2nd and 4.
And I tell you, Gully sniffed that one out. He got the first one to the ball real quick, and it's gonna be a loss of 5 maybe.
Very, very good and aggressive rush right there by KD Gully to get that tackle in the backfield. And that will be a loss of 9 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 11. Wow, what a great,
Great, outstanding.
great play. It's going to be a rollout to the right side of the field.
And a great grab by the receiver, number
It's going to
24.
be incomplete. I think he was bobbling that ball as he went towards the sideline, and there is an injury on the play.
Can't get a number on it.
That is another Hope Bobcat on the Ashdown sideline. That will be Hope Bobcats number 6.
Jacoby Scott.
Jacoby Scott making an aggressive play over here on the sideline, making sure that ball gets incomplete. He will be walking off on his own, which is a great sign. Maybe we can see him back on this defensive side of the ball, as every player on this defense for the Hope Bobcats is key. They work really well together. But for now, we can see what the second string has to offer for this Hope Bobcats defense. That is 4th down and 11. And Ashdown will be punting this football.
We got Love Nick for the Bobcats.
Going to be a short punt, but because of that great roll last time, Isaac Love offers to dive at that football and make the catch. Great catch right there, as we will be inside the 40-yard line. Looks like right at the 42. 1st and 10 for the Hope Bobcats. Doing a little resituating here in the booth. As we mentioned earlier, I have a little fog on the window, trying to get these numbers out to you as best as we can. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Another inside run, broken tackle by Lindsey as he gains about 5 yards on the play.
I'm telling you, they bring those linebackers. He escaped them, and just one tackle, he might have been going to the house.
Great run right there by Lindsey. Very, very hard to bring down coming out of that Hope Bobcats backfield. It will be 2nd and 5. Another flag on the play.
Look, it's gonna be an encroachment on the defense.
Yes, it will. It will be offsides. And that's going to be a 1st down. Not quite a 1st down. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and inches for the Hope Bobcats. See if they elect to run with Lindsey again, try to get those few inches for this 1st down.
The out front line has been doing a good job of moving the pile.
As they showed blitz, and Patterson checked out to the receiver on the right side of the field as he breaks a tackle and gets inside the 35-yard line.
I think that was Billy on the reception.
Great reception right there. That will be good for about 25 yards as we are on the 23-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Hope Bobcats. What a great check down right there by Tyler Patterson, seeing that linebacker in that gap and throwing that wide receiver screen. It's going to be another play action to the receiver on the outside as he tries to break a tackle, but is brought down after about a gain of 2 on the play.
There's Jay Monk on the reception and did a good job of running the ball after the reception.
That was a gain of 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 4. Great job by breaking that first tackle by Monk. So we are back on the ball in a hurry. That would be a run play to Lindsey as he gets up into the 5-yard line, and he will march into the end zone for a Hope Bobcats touchdown.
Now, all right.
A great 17-yard touchdown run by Lindsey as he just explodes through that defensive line and gets into that end zone. Fantastic run.
Yes, Miguel Alvo and Dominique Lacey did an excellent job on the pull and kicking him out, and he had a place to run. This is a big extra point for the Bobcats.
We got number 25, Josh Ramos, to kick this extra point, and it will be good as the Hope Bobcats take the lead over the Ashdown Panthers here tonight. With 3 minutes and 54 seconds left to go in this first half, it will be 7-6 Hope Bobcats. And that touchdown was sponsored by Burke and Walker Accounting.
I tell you, Bobcats had a good drive on that time, being led by ending with Lindsey going into the end zone, but doing this drive, Monk and Love both had good receptions.
Very good receptions. Tyler Patterson also moving around in that pocket, getting that ball out of his hands as quick as possible, escaping pressure, and just marching up the field right there. Great job by the Hope Bobcats on that offensive drive. And we've seen that all game long so far. It's just a few mistakes on those opening drives. But here in the second quarter, looks like we have gotten rid of those mistakes. So far, so good as we set up this kickoff. Little squib kick, and it will be returned as he's running a little bit backwards, but breaks a tackle. Gets to right about the 50-yard line, right at the 48.
Man, I tell you, the Bobcats had great pursuit on the football, but he just seemed to escape some kind of way.
That's going to be number 13, Josh Williams, to help on that tackle with a couple more Bobcats as well. It's going to be right at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Ashdown Panthers. He did break a few tackles right there. It looked promising. Just broke those couple tackles. Got as far as he could right at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Ashdown Panthers at the 48. Little swing pass to their running back. But that would be about a gain of 5 on the play.
Yeah, Donovan Jones did a good job of coming up after playing pass defense and making the tackle.
Along with Corey Armstrong on that tackle as well. It's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Ashdown Panthers.
And we're sending
Another flag on the play.
I tell you, Warren Ortiz had his ears pinned back that time. He's really coming back to get the quarterback.
They will call encroachment
Uh,
on the Hope Bobcats. Might have been just a little too eager on that last play by our defensive line. It's going to be 2nd down and 1 for the Ashdown Panthers. Second and 1, they elect to pass. Great pass rush right there, and that quarterback will go down. That's number 11 and number 52 for the sack right there.
Richie Cunningham, 52. Yeah, I mean, he really came in there.
And number 11, Sidney Ross to assist. Great job right there by that Hope Bobcats defense. And that brings up 3rd and 7.
You know, that's coming some of the defense that we saw last week. I mean, they're really rushing to the ball.
They're doing a great job of bringing that defense last week into this game as well. As we got 2 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock, it is 3rd and 7 for the Ashdown Panthers.
I tell you what, there was a hold. Sidney Ross got grabbed by the jersey and pulled down.
And that will be intercepted by the Hope Bobcats. As we try to get a number, there's a crowd of Bobcats over there. As we try to get you a number, that's going to be number 3.
I think that's Jalen Staggers.
Jalen Staggers, another great defensive play. As we were just talking about bringing defense back from last week to this week, Jalen Staggers with a big game last week. Offsetting penalties on the play,
Oh,
and we will repeat the down. That means that interception will not stand,
that's
and
an
it will be 3rd and 7 once again.
I tell you that's an unfavorable break for the Bobcats because they did an excellent job of getting to the ball and intercepting it.
All in all, for Jalen Staggers, great read on the ball, great interception. Let's see if we can't get a repeating right there. Looks like that might have been an official's timeout on this 3rd and 7 play for the Panthers. Let's go to some of our supporting sponsors here. We got Pafford Medical Services, as well as River Valley Tractor and Farmers Bank and Trust. 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go here in the first half, 3rd and 7 for the Ashdown Panthers as they march back onto the field.
And I tell you, Coach Phillips Turner is not happy with the call.
No, he is not. I wouldn't be either, to be honest with you. That was a great defensive stand. And let's see if we can't take that into this next play and bring up 4th down. 3rd and 7 for the Ashdown Panthers.
The Bobcats line up in a 3-4 defense with Cindy Ross and Richie Cunningham and Corey Armstrong in the front three. The linebackers Jalen Staggers, Donovan Jones, KD Gully, and Warren Ortiz.
And that might be another encroachment call.
Yeah, I think the Bobcats trying to be over aggressive right now and making some mistakes.
And that can be okay to see. I just don't know about right there on 3rd down. I think we need to be just a little bit more disciplined on that defensive front.
Oh yeah.
We love to see the aggressiveness, just maybe not on 3rd down. It will be 3rd and 2 for the Ashdown Panthers as they line up on the ball. It's going to be a quarterback draw, and he will just have enough for that Panthers 1st down.
And Donovan Jones, number 12, on the tackle after a game of about 3 or 4.
I will tell you what I like about this defense in this second quarter. We go back to the first quarter where Ashdown scored that touchdown. We have been pressing these receivers in this second quarter on the line of scrimmage, making it tough for the Panthers to get those deep receptions. Again, another flag on the play.
And I'm afraid it's going to have a defensive offsides.
Nope, that's going to be a false start
Oh,
against the Panthers.
a great break for the Bobcats.
As we get those 5 yards back just a little bit late as it's already 1st down. It's going to be 1st and 15 for the Ashdown Panthers with 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go as that play clock starts running again. Ball on the 44-yard line here in the second quarter. Another quarterback draw right there. It's going to be on the outside as he is hit hard by number 23, KD Gully.
Along with Warren Ortiz. That's just a great defensive play on the whole Bobcat unit.
It'll be 2nd and 10. That was a gain of 5 for the Panthers as they line up in that empty formation once again. And they are doing the same play, another quarterback keeper.
I think they're lining up and outnumbering us, saying we're going to get our 3 or 4 yards and get our first down and let the clock run.
It will be 3rd and 6, though. They're going to need a little bit more than that 4 yards to get this 1st down. There will be another timeout on the play. As we get to that timeout, we're going to bring you some of our sponsors. We have Heather Manor Health and Rehabilitation, along with Clafford Medical Services. And this game is brought to you by Burke and Walker Accounting. As we have just over a minute, 1 minute and 1 second left in this, first half, it will be 3rd and 6 for the Ashdown Panthers. See if we can't get a big stop here on 3rd and 6. and force the fourth down, and also force a tough decision. They have great position. Will they punt the football inside this 40-yard line as the ball is on the 35?
If the Bobcats defense come out and this play and make them force them into the punt, we have opportunities to score before half.
Exactly. As I said earlier, we are pressing those receivers on the outsides after that first quarter touchdown. And I think that's a great call by the defense coordinator, by the defensive coach. But they are loading up on that line as it looks like they're going to be another quarterback run. But he is met at the line of scrimmage, fighting for a few extra yards, but he will not get that first down.
I tell you, KD Gully came across like a cannon and popped him pretty good.
And they say it will be 4th and 2 as he fought for those extra couple yards. They had him at the line of scrimmage, just couldn't quite bring him down. 51 seconds left to go in this first half. It is Ashdown 6 and your Hope Bobcats 7. Very, very defensive sided game so far. Our Hope Bobcats offense tonight, though, is moving the ball very well. As we mentioned earlier in the game, just a couple key mistakes. We had a fumble inside the 30-yard line, and we also had a few false starts on that second drive.
Well, this is a big play for the Bobcats right here.
And these Panthers is going with the expression, if it ain't broke, don't fix it with this load quarterback keeper. But he keeps being brought down short.
Going to be close.
Did he get that first down or not? 45 seconds left to go as they bring out the measuring tape. And it will be a first down for the Ashdown Panthers. As the ball is set, that clock will keep ticking. 40 seconds left to go in this first half. They will elect to pass the ball, but a great, great sack right there by the Hope Bobcats defense. That will be number 52.
Richie Cunningham.
Richie Cunningham on the sack. Great tackle right there. 22 seconds and counting down in this first half. 2nd and 19 for the Ashdown Panthers. Let's see what they can do. This might be the last play of the half. Whistle's blown.
I tell you, Cunningham is really putting pressure on the quarterback. He's fighting like a man to get to the quarterback.
Another flag on the play. False start by the Ashdown Panthers. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
They're asking for 9 seconds to be put on the clock, or 10 seconds.
Right around 10 seconds. It's going to be 2nd and 24. Ball on the 43-yard line. As the Hope Bobcats set up in the prevent defense. 10 seconds on the clock. And that clock is running. This will be the last play. 4 seconds on the clock. Will they get this ball off? They just get it off in the nick of time. And it will be another sack on the play. Great defense by this Hope Bobcats in this opening half. Also, on top of that, great offense as well. Like I mentioned, just a couple few mistakes that we made that we can fix very, very quickly and try to bust this game wide open in this second half.
Yeah, we take that one long play pass early in the ball game, and Ashdown really hadn't done a whole lot.
Also, that pass interference in the end zone that was
Yeah,
intercepted. That would have been a huge turnaround. Though they did not score, that would have been just huge for our defensive morale coming into that next drive.
but the Bobcats have played a real good half, especially on defense, holding the Panthers to 6 points.
And as I said earlier, we have been pressing these cornerbacks after that first quarter pass for the touchdown. And I think that is a big key and a big, very, very smart decision by Coach Turner on that side of the sideline. Very smart to press those receivers from the Panthers and make that quarterback do these draw plays. I think it's not so smart of a play call by the Panthers to keep running that draw play. You're going to tire him out. Um, and we're just gonna the Hope Bobcats are just gonna keep reading that and trying to make the tackle in the backfield. We had a few tackles in the backfield, just missed them, and he gained just a few yards, which is still a good upside for the Bobcats. And as we go into this break, we're gonna let you know this game is sponsored by Burke and Walker Accounting and Diamond Bank. We'll be right back.
breaking news and sports coverage.
Goes in motion. Cool, quick pass.
Neighborhood Network bringing you breaking news and sports coverage.
Goes in motion. Cool, quick pass.
Neighborhood Network bringing you breaking news and sports coverage.
Bradley goes in motion. Cool, quick pass.
Neighborhood Network bringing you breaking news and sports coverage.
Bradley goes in motion. Cool, quick pass.
Neighborhood Network bringing you breaking news and sports coverage.
Bradley goes in motion. Cool, quick pass.
Neighborhood Network bringing you breaking news and sports coverage.
Bradley goes in motion. Cool, quick pass.
Neighborhood Network bringing you breaking news and sports coverage.
Bradley goes in motion. Cool, quick pass.
Neighborhood Network bringing you breaking news and sports coverage. breaking news and sports coverage.
Bradley goes in motion. Cool, quick pass.
Neighborhood Network bringing you breaking news and sports coverage.
Bradley goes in motion. Cool, quick pass.
Neighborhood Network bringing you breaking news and sports coverage. Neighborhood Network bringing you breaking news and sports coverage.
Welcome back to the second half of this Hope Bobcats matchup with the Ashdown Panthers. I am Ryan Holly, joined here by Coach. What are we looking forward here to this Hope Bobcats team, Coach?
Well, one of the main things we got to cut down on our penalties. We got some bonehead plays that we're making. Uh, Other than that, we're playing a pretty good ball game. The defense is really running to the football. We have some success on the offensive side. So right now we're leading the ball game, so we're doing pretty good.
Yes, sir, we sure are. And speaking of that defense, we're going to get a good look here at the second half as we open up on defense with a little squib kick and a very nice tackle right there with a couple push-ups to go along with it by number 7. It's going to be Cameron Walton on the tackle. Great downfield tackle right there.
The Bobcats start on defense, and what our defense have been playing very well, giving up only 6 points in the first half. So we can do that again this time. We'll win the ball game.
Yes, sir, we sure will. It's going to be 1st and 10 with the ball on the 39-yard line for the Ashdown Panthers. So looking to audible right here. This quarterback walks towards the sideline. Receiver in motion. It's going to be a timeout by the Panthers. They're just trying to get a hold of this defense, trying to get the right play call out. Going to waste that first timeout here early on in the third quarter with 11 minutes, 57 seconds on the clock.
Well, that must have been some confusion. It came out of timeout, and with 3 seconds ran off the clock, we're already taking a timeout. So it must have been a lot of confusion.
Exactly. And I can only imagine trying to get this play call right, coming out of this half down by 1, as the Panthers are trying to get this offense started very fast and in a hurry as they line up on the ball. Going to be a quick swing pass to the running back right there as he breaks a few tackles, spin move, and breaks free for a big gain of 20.
I tell you, the Bobcats had a lot of opportunities to make the tackle. We just didn't get the bodies to get our bodies on. We're reaching for them and not wrapping up.
Yeah, that's right. We had a lot of opportunities right there. Great run right there by number 2 for the Ashdown Panthers. Yeah, we just got to make the tackle. There was a fumble at the end of the play, but it is quickly recovered as Ashdown's right back into it with a wide receiver reverse, but there is an early flag on the play. It's going to be a false start against Ashdown as that will be a loss of 5. Brings up 1st and 15.
The Bobcat defense being led by KD Gully, along with Richard Cunningham, is having an outstanding game tonight. And we're looking for a little bit more play out of Corey Armstrong.
And Sidney Ross as well is having a very good game. He's been in on a lot of tackles, really flying to the ball off that defensive line. Panthers really rushing this offense to the line, trying to get this snap off. This is 1st and 15 on the 45. It will be a pass, and that pass will be caught for a gain of 6.
I tell you, I just mentioned Corey Armstrong, and he got to the quarterback pretty quick. It made him rush the ball.
And that ball will be incomplete, by the way. It's like he fumbled it right to the ground. It's going to be 2nd and 15 on the 45-yard line with 11 minutes and 11 seconds to go for the Ashdown Panthers.
You know, I really like to see the fight in the front line of the Bobcats. They're fighting like wild animals trying to get to the football, and I love it.
I agree. Making this quarterback release it a little too quick. He's going to roll out to the left. Very good pressure. That's going to be
Got him.
a sack by number 52. What a big play. That's going to be a loss of right at 15 yards.
Yes. You know, I keep mentioning Cunningham either all over the quarterback again. I mean, the front three out of the Bobcats doing a good job of getting to the quarterback and forcing him to make bad plays.
What a fantastic play by this Hope Bobcats defense. And it's really been all game. Really for the last 2 weeks. That's one thing that they really wanted to work on is having a very good defense. And coach, I think that's standing out very clearly right now as we bring up 3rd and 24. It's going to be a 3-step drop. He escapes the pocket, but another great trip up right there.
And again, I think that's
I
Cunningham.
believe that is Cunningham for another sack. What a
Yes.
great play. Really flying to the football right here.
I tell you, Cunningham have a motor when he turns it on.
And he will get his way to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th and 24 with about 9 minutes and 55 seconds as the Panthers punt team runs onto the field.
I tell you, the Bobcat defense is really playing great football right now.
Yes, they are. And is that a delay of game? I believe it's going to be 5 more yards added on to that. It's going to be 4th and 29. And I believe that is Isaac Love to return this ball. That's just a very short, high punt. And that ball will be down right at the 30-yard line as the Hope Bobcats take over on the offensive side of this football. Let's see if we can't march down this field one more time, just like the time right before halftime. Let's see if these coaches fix these few mistakes with the false starts, as that's just been killing us these last 2 weeks.
Yes, we have good drives going in a 5-yard play that can really make a decision on what's going to be happening on the next play.
Exactly. We got trips right. It's going to be a run by Lindsey as he breaks a few tackles and gets up the field. That's a huge gain by Lindsey. Looks like it's going to be about right at 20 yards on the gain. Very powerful run right there, bursting through the line and getting to.
I tell you, what, some key blocks made then by Dominique Lacey and Miguel Nava. An outstanding job of making a way for Lindsey to get through.
Exactly. As he breaks through that defensive line, getting to that secondary, and just keeps breaking tackles for a big gain of 20. It's going to be the ball on the 45-yard line, 1st and 10. About 9 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. This trips right with Zion Brown, the lone receiver to the left. It's going to be another run play as he just keeps breaking tackles and fighting through to that secondary defense.
And again, well, this time it was Key, Xavier Key with a key block to getting him through that line. I mean, he just took the whole line and caved it down.
And he was met behind the line of scrimmage, just keeps breaking tag. It's hard to bring Lindsey down in that backfield as he just breaks through the line of scrimmage and picks up a hard 4 yards. 2nd and 6 on the play. That's going to be a counter to Gully as he just gets right back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, I'm beginning to believe that our offensive line can dominate this defensive line. And we're playing a lot of confidence right now, and I see Key just bouncing around, so he's having a good time.
I believe that as well. If they can just get these blocking schemes down, I believe this run game will win us this football game as it opens up that passing game that we love to go to. I tell you another thing, I like to see Gully running that football. Maybe get him alone in the backfield, kind of like Lindsey is right now. Change it up a little bit, you know.
Oh yeah. Well, Gunny is a good running back. He has so much to offer to this team.
Great hands by Lindsey as the throw is just a little high, but he brings it down for another gain. Looks like a gain of 3 on the play. It's going to be 4th and 4 on the 41-yard line.
You know, I'm taking a good look at the offensive line right now. The Bobcats have great size up front with Key and Lacey, Jesse Borden, and Miguel Nava. And they're right now dominating this game.
And the offense will elect to go for it as they have good field position right here inside the opponent's 50-yard line. We got trips right with Zion Brown as the left receiver. They're giving it to Lindsey, and he breaks a tackle, but just can't get to the first down marker. Inches short as the Panthers will take over possession, but that was a great try, great hustle, great intensity on that drive. Just couldn't quite get to that first down marker.
Well, the Bobcat offense did come up short, but that was a great drive. They got the ball down inside the 40-yard line and just came up short with inches.
They really elected to run the ball right there as well, and I love seeing the football being ran. It really shows the best on both sides of the football. See who's better. And I believe we just came up just a little bit short on that little swing route right there by the running back Lindsey. As the Panthers line up and trips left, it's going to be a quick bubble screen to number 24, but he is brought back behind the line of scrimmage as a loss of 5.
Marquise Allen, number 9 on the tackle. He's in. He's in for someone. I'm not certain who it is, but he did a good job of coming up and making the tackle.
One thing this Hope Bobcat defense does is run a lot of different formations on this defensive side of the ball, and they do it very well. Great pass rush right there, and it is almost intercepted. Great diving try right there. Looks like that's a number 7 on the play with a diving try from the safety.
This was Cameron Walton after that ball, and he did a great job of just almost getting it.
Cameron Walton, that's the one that made that great tackle on the opening kickoff as well. He's been flying to the ball over here at this free safety position.
And he's also responsible for the punting duties.
That is right. And it's going to be 3rd down and long for the Ashdown Panthers.
The Bobcats are playing with a lot of enthusiasm right now, and I love it.
Yes, sir. We are playing a little bit deep on the cornerbacks here, not pressing like we were in the second quarter. It's going to be a false start against Ashdown as that brings them back 5 more yards. It's going to be 3rd and 25 for the Ashdown Panthers here. The ball on their 22-yard line. As we see the cornerbacks lining up about 8 yards off the ball. Try to prevent this deep pass right here. 3-step drop. Deep ball right there. He's got a receiver open, but it's almost intercepted by number 7 again. It's Cameron Walton.
I tell you, Cameron's coming off an injury, but right now it seems not to be injured at all.
He really is having a great half this second half. Flying to that football, really doing his reads well at that free safety position. Knowing when to turn them hips is very key as a free safety.
Now this looks like the Bobcats team that played defense last week.
It sure does. It's a slow start. I think they thought there was a flag on the play, but that ball will be returned by number 0, Isaac Love. A big return back inside their own 40-yard line. It's going to be, looks like right at the 47, excuse me, the 37, as it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hope Bobcats. Got the line judge meeting with the ref, seeing what this call is going to be right here. It's going to be a legal procedure on Ashdown. That penalty is going to be declined, so that ball will stand on the 37-yard line.
The Bobcats are knocking on the door midway through the third quarter with 5:50 to go in the game.
think-
Excuse me, the quarter.
Exactly. I think what we're looking for right here is another strong run by Lindsey. Let's see if he can't set the tone right here for this touchdown drive. And that's going to open up the passing game that we really want to do. I think we really want to pass the ball this game, but we really have to make them respect our running game with Lindsey in that backfield.
Well, on the last drive, our offensive line was doing a great job of just dominating. So we'll see what's going to happen.
Looks like they sent a little weak side blitz, but
And
Lindsey is
again.
able to expose it, and he just got tripped up at the 18-yard line. What a big run, gain of 16 on the play.
Yes, I tell you, Xavier Key with Hunter Goodwin and Jesse Boyd did a great job of opening the hole for Lindsey.
That's going to be a big first down right there. And that will be a gain of 22 on the play. What a big run by Lindsey right there. Like I said, we're gonna have to make them respect our run game, and just when they get to where they're gonna blitz, we're just gonna throw it right over the top. At least that's what we're hoping. We've had KD Gully in the slot all game. Let's see if we can't get him involved on this bubble route. But he's going deep in the end zone, and he just misses an interception. That's number 2 for the Ashdown Panthers. Darnell Williams on the breakup right there. Just went through his hands on the interception. I think Tyler Patterson was he's seen him open, but I think he just got rid of the ball a little too late. As a quarterback, you want to call him open on the break. Once the receiver breaks from his cornerback, that's when you want to throw the ball. I think he just got rid of it a little too late right there, and that's when that safety came over the top and almost got the interception.
Well, I'm believing Patterson saw what I saw because he was open. We just think timing was off.
Timing was off, exactly. It's going to be a play action right there. And that ball's going to be incomplete, intended for Isaac Love was the intended receiver. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10. I agree. I think they need to run the ball. They should have ran the ball right there on 2nd and 10, especially breathing right in on this red zone right here.
Well, I tell you, our offensive line doing a good job of just opening the holes up. But maybe we get something going here.
Yeah, seeing Lindsey break for that 20-yard run, I expected to see at least one out of those 2 plays to be a run. But as I said earlier, I know we're wanting to make them respect that run game to throw the ball. Another pass right here.
A great pattern by Isaac Love, what we call old fade route. And I'm telling you, he had a good job of defending that defender to be able to get to the ball. It was an outstanding job by Isaac Love.
That will be a touchdown grab by Isaac Love. What a fantastic route ran right there. Just completely wide open in the end zone. Easy catch, easy score. And let's see what this extra point has to look like as Josh Ramos lines up for this PAT. And it's up. And it's good for the Hope Bobcats. It's going to be a 14-6 lead here in the second half, early in the second half, with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. And that touchdown was brought to you by Diamond Bank.
I tell you, Isaac ran a great pattern, but the ball was also thrown in the right spot by Tyler Patterson.
I tell you what, Tyler Patterson is looking like he's going to have a fantastic season, as he already threw for a couple touchdowns last week and ran for one as well. He's got him a couple touchdowns this game as well.
Have a great drive by the Bobcats.
Great drive. And it started off with that fantastic 22-yard run by Lindsey. This Hope Bobcats team is really, really looking strong this season as we get ready for this kickoff right here. Little squib kick on the 20-yard line picked up by number 8 by the Panthers. And he is brought down quick at around the 31-yard line. About a return of 9 right there.
Number 5, Zion Brown, in on the tackle. along with number 3, Jalen Staggers.
Staggers is a real game changer on this defensive side of the ball, and Zion Brown, big time offensive player, but we seen him play last week on the defensive side of the ball and did very well himself. Got about 6 tackles last week. As the Panthers march onto the field, it's 1st and 10 on the 31. Bobcats are playing off on the cornerbacks. Showing blitz back off in the coverage. Looks like we were running the zone coverage right there. That ball will be caught by number 8.
Another good,
Just gets the first down.
another good job at offensive Panthers offensive line of giving time to find someone to throw the ball to.
Very good job. And it looks like we were running zone right there.
Yeah, we were. I think it's half coverages.
That receiver was just able to sit right there in the middle of the zone and come in with that first down.
Right when halves again this time.
Got trips left for the Panthers. Single wide out to the right. 3-step drop back. He escapes the pocket, got big pressure, and he gets tripped up by number 52 once again. I believe that's 4 sacks this game, Coach. I don't know. I'm not counting. That is a huge tackle right there by number 52 for the Hope Bobcats.
Yeah, I tell you, Richie Cunningham having an outstanding game tonight. I know that it's in him, and I've seen him play well, but this is outstanding.
And if I'm not mistaken, we seen him play some linebacker when Mr. Gully got hurt last week in Nashville, but he's looking very, very strong on this defensive front as he's lining up right now in the nose guard position. Got a little fake screenplay, quarterback sneak right there for about a gain of 11. Excuse me, a gain of 13 for the Ashdown first down.
That's a good job of the offensive line picking up our linebackers and giving the running back a place to go.
And that was a great sell by that quarterback. Great quarterback draw play right there. Just fantastic.
Bobcats are showing blitz.
That's a wide receiver reverse, but KD Gully snuffs it out, and that is a loss of 6 right there for the Ashdown Panthers. What more can we say about this guy? He's just all over the field at all times on both sides of the ball. He just wants to make the tackle, and that's the difference.
Yeah, I tell you, the Bobcat defense itself has had a ball game, and we're expecting it after seeing them play last week.
Exactly. Once we seen that game last week, we knew this Hope Bobcats defense is going to have a great season. As it is 2nd and 17 with the ball on the 50-yard line with just a little over 3 minutes left to go in this third quarter. It's going to be outside zone, but it's met right there by Staggers.
Warren Ortiz also. I tell you, Warren stuck his helmet in there and did a good job of standing him up
Exactly.
and buying some time for the other Bobcats to come along with him.
That's a little 1980s football. I hit them high, you hit them low type action going on out there, Coach.
Yeah.
Fantastic defense. It looks like it's going to be a gain of about 2 on the play as it's 3rd and 14 with a little over 2 minutes and 20 seconds left with the ball on the 47-yard line for the Ashdown Panthers. Hope Bobcats up 14-6 in this third quarter. Big time pressure right there. But he escapes the pressure and looks like he's going to gain about 8 yards on the play. As we had 2 Hope Bobcats in that backfield, but they just seemed to hit each other in that backfield and just missed the quarterback on that sack.
You know, I think we brought the linebackers and he was able to escape, but Jacoby Scott, number 6, came up and made a great tackle to save the touchdown.
And that's another thing about this Bobcats defense. We have so many players that are willing to come off the bench and fill the shoes of the starters. And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight. Great rotation as the punt is up. It's going to be another short punt.
Another outstanding job by the Bobcat defense.
As we force a 3 and out, excuse me. I will say one thing: this Panthers punter has been doing a very good job of getting his punts off.
He's been very effective.
Very effective, and
Yeah.
them rolls off the bounce are just killing this. They're gonna call a holding call on the receiving team, as that looks like it's gonna bring us within our 10-yard line. We got a minute and 14 seconds left. Hope Bobcats still on top of Ashdown 14-6.
I tell you, it'd be good for the Bobcats to go down and score right here. It'll take some of the win out of the Panthers.
That will be a huge play, and it'll also take a little pressure off this defense, but I doubt that defense takes the pressure off these Ashdown Panthers tonight.
Certainly hope so.
As we line up in a trips right set, it looks like it's going to be Zion Brown, the single receiver on the left side. And we got Lindsey lined up in the backfield with Patterson. It's going to be another run play with Lindsey, and he breaks through and just gets tackled, tripped up by the safety of the Panthers.
And I tell you again, Dominique Lacey and Miguel Nava is just running and making a great job of pulling and kicking out.
Those some big old boys, and they're moving very fast and very quick on those trap plays. That is just an outstanding job blocking by this front for the Hope Bobcats. But another great run for Lindsey. Picks up, looks like about 19 on the play. Excuse me, picks up 9 on the play, but he is met at the line of scrimmage on 1st and 10 right there. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, the Panthers bought linebackers then, and we just did not account for them. That's a good call on the defensive side of the ball.
That's exactly what we want to do on this offense side. We want to make them respect the run and try to hit them over the top with this pass. 2nd and 10 for the Hope Bobcats. It's going to be a pass play. But Patterson gets wrapped up right close to the line of scrimmage. Looks like it's going to be a loss of 2 on the play.
I tell you, you get a lot of credit goes to the Panthers secondary. They were really locked up and had them covered, passing at nowhere to go.
And that will be the end of the third quarter. It's going to be 3rd and about 13 when we return. Great third quarter by this Hope defense, and a great touchdown catch by Isaac Love. Just fantastic all around football by this Hope Bobcats.
Yeah, I love to see good defense, and right now the Bobcats are playing great defense. And my philosophy always been if they can't score, they can't beat you.
Exactly. And I think Lindsey is fired up after seeing his defense really step up this game.
Well, I know Coach Clark got to be proud of what the defense is doing right now.
I agree. And as we were on this little short break, I'd like to bring you some of our sponsors for the game today. We got Brazel Funeral Home, also Heather Manor Health and Rehabilitation. We got River Valley Tractor and Farmers Bank and Trust. As we get ready to start this 4th and final quarter, it will be 3rd and about 13 for the Hope Bobcats. See if we can't get this 3rd down conversion, keep this offense going, maybe burn some clock.
Yeah. Well, coming into the beginning of the quarter, you can expect something rather fancy here with the Bobcats. Coach E's, like I said, he's a heavily offensive-minded person. He has some tricks on his sleeves.
I agree, and looks like we're going to line up with a trips right, maybe a bunch formation out there on the far right side with KD Gully, and looks like Isaac Love out there, and Zion Brown to the left.
High snap.
Right, finds Zion Brown, but he just drops the
Ooh.
ball on the slant route. Nice backside slant.
And that would have been good for a first down.
That would have been great for a first down. And we also had Lindsey over here running a wheel route outside of the backfield. And honestly, he was kind of wide open, but Quarterback fumbled the snap right there and just couldn't get his head up in time to run through his checks. Zion Brown with a great backside slant right there on this left side of the field. Just couldn't quite hang on to it. It's going to be 4th and 13 as the punting team gets onto the field. See if we can't get a good punt right here. Good snap. We'll get the ball off. It is a little bit short. That ball's going to be picked up. And number 2 is tackled out of bounds by Jalen Staggers.
Yeah, Cameron Carrigan on the punt with a good punt, good for about 30 yards.
And that will be Darnell Williams on the return. A little late return. Looked like he was going to let it bounce, but picked it up right there at the last second. Gets him a little extra 4 yards on the play. As the ball will be placed on their own 41. The Hope Bobcats 41. It's 1st and 10 for the Ashdown Panthers.
Well, the Panthers will start with good player position.
It looks like they're loading up that weak side. They try to do a little quarterback trap play right there with that running back in motion. Just couldn't quite kick those tackles out, and the linebacker KD Gully making the tackle right there.
I don't know who the tackle was on this side, but he did a good job of just holding in his ground and making the quarterback turn up to the linebackers.
Very good job.
Maybe that was Armstrong.
It was this left defensive end over here, and that is Armstrong. Great pass rush right there. Just couldn't quite get to the quarterback in time as he hits that slant right on the backside for a 1st down.
Yeah, I tell you, Cindy Ross came in with the arms up at fourth quarter, like throwing the ball high, but he was able to make the reception.
He did, and I don't know about you, Coach. I think we need to start bringing those cornerbacks down. They're starting to get rid of that ball quick and hitting them quick slants.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Coach Rich on this side is exactly what he wants to do is throw that football.
I'm quite certain that the coach Jonathan Turner will make that adjustment.
I agree.
See, with the Bobcat defense, played an excellent ball game.
Fantastic game so far. As we get into this 4th quarter, a little bit deeper, we got about 10 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. It's going to be a draw play. Big hit, just couldn't quite take him down, but Gully chases him down. Darnell Williams looks like he got about 4 yards right there, but we hit him in the backfield, just couldn't quite take him down. That was a really hard hit.
I tell you, it was Warren Artiste, and he threw his body in there, just didn't wrap him up.
Big hit in the backfield, just couldn't quite wrap him up. But KD Gully, very, very quick for his size, very, very quick for his size. And he's all over this football field, chasing him down just for a gain of 3 or just for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 on the play. Just inside of 10 minutes.
And screen to the
Great breakdown right there for Gully as he brings down.
I tell you, Gully plays football the way it's supposed to be played.
Yes, he does. He's just very quick to the football. He has a nose for the football. He just gets there very quick as he meets him at the line of scrimmage for a no gain. Actually, that's a loss of 1. It's going to be 3rd and 7 for the Panthers. Inside the 30-yard line on the 25. They were very good at 3rd down conversions in the first half, but this second half, this Bobcats defense is really turning up. Great tackle right there. And he's going to be short of the 1st down.
I tell you what, I've seen the Bobcat defense being, but I have not seen them break yet.
Exactly. They are really, really wanting to get to that football. And that's what you need to see in there. They are not tiring out, as I think that's what Ashdown was hoping for, is to get us tired with all these run plays, and it looks like they're going to run that power formation with that quarterback draw coming up. It's probably going to be on the weak side, and they're going strong side, but there is a flag on the play.
For Harrison Phillips on the house playing defensive end.
I think that's going to be a false start, and it sure is going to be a false start against the Ashdown Panthers. That brings them back 5 yards. That's going to be 4th and 7. And I almost want to guarantee you they're going to line up in that power formation again and try to run that ball with that quarterback. Doesn't look like it as we see some receivers coming into the game. They really need to get this first down.
I think 69 Harrison Phillips is in for Sidney Ross. I hope he's not hurt.
That would be a big loss for this Hope defense. But like I said earlier, these second strings are coming in with intensity. They have a good press out there on the cornerbacks, and they force the quarterback to run the ball, and he will be fighting for extra yards. I do believe he is short.
I tell you, that quarterback did an outstanding job of just keep fighting and keeping his feet moving and going forward.
We're just having trouble right now. We're hitting, we're popping, we're just not wrapping up. I believe he will be short.
And that flag on the other side of the field.
It's going to be official timeout as they measure this ball. And there is a flag on the left side of the field. We'll see what that's about as well. But here comes the measuring tape. Let's see what they say. It was a very good run by the Panthers quarterback right there, fighting for those extra yards as he was stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, you like to see that out of your quarterback, but you also like to see your defense tackle when they have the
Yes, you
opportunity.
really do, and I believe they are going to be short. And it will be a false start against the offense, and that's going to be declined for the Hope Bobcats. Turnover on downs as the Hope Bobcats offense marches back onto the field. Let's see if we can't make a big drive right here inside of our own 20.
I tell you, once again, our defense did an outstanding job of holding them out and making them come short on the first down.
Yeah, this Hope Bobcats defense is no joke this season. We seen it last week, and we're seeing it again this week. Ashdown comes into this game 2-0 this season, early on in the season. It is 14-6. Hope on top of Ashdown right now. 1st and 10 on the 18-yard line. It's going to be a quick pass just off the hands of Isaac Love.
That's that old tunnel screen.
Yes, it is. You love to see it as well. I think he lost his footing on the catch right there. Just couldn't quite bring it in.
I tell you what, the blocking was set up nicely that time. Monk did a good job of blocking, as well as Katie Gully.
It's like we're seeing doubles with Lindsay in the backfield with Patterson. It's going to be another run play. And there goes Lindsay up the middle. It's going to be good for about a gain of 6.
I tell you, Lindsey get the ball in his hands, and he's a load. He keep his feet moving, his shoulders over low, and he's going forward.
Only one way to go, and it's going to be 3rd and 5. That was a gain of 5 on the play. Lindsay is just moving that football whenever he wants to. This offensive line is really, really working tonight. They're really doing good on these blocks. Those big boys are really getting around the corner. 3rd and 5, 7 minutes, 11 seconds. It's going to be a quick pass, but it's at the feet of Isaac Love. Patterson really just couldn't get on top of that ball.
I tell you, Isaac did a good job of getting open. I think Patterson might have just rushed it a little bit.
He's seen him open. He's seen the first down, and I think he just rushed it and just got on top of that ball just a little bit too much and threw it right at the feet of Isaac Love. As we'll see the punt team march onto the field. 7 minutes and 7 seconds left in this fourth quarter. We have Hope 14, Ashdown 6.
Oh my! That's a bad snap. The ball. Oh,
Bad snap, and Ashdown takes the punter down inside the 10-yard line.
I tell you, the ball never got off the ground. It get rolled back to the punter.
Just a bad snap. That is something you can't do inside of your own red zone right there. You have to make sure everything goes perfect, and that is not what happened right there. Bad snap, ball inside the 10-yard line, 1st and goal for the Panthers. You just hate to see it like that, but let's see. This is where our defense steps up right here. Let's see who's better. Timeout, Hope. We're gonna see these coaches draw something up right here.
You know, this is really a good check for the Bobcats after the bad snap. But the defense has been playing so well. Maybe we can come up with something here.
I believe we can. We've seen it last week against Nashville. They were in our red zone 3 times and did not score. We were able to get turnover on downs all 3 times in that first half, and going into that fourth quarter as well. Let's see if we can do the same thing right here in this fourth quarter with 7 minutes and 1 second on the clock. It's 1st and 10. Excuse me, 1st and goal on the 9-yard line.
Well, this would be a real test for the Bobcats. Like we've been saying all night, the Bobcat defense has really been playing well, and this is a good check for them.
Yes, it is. And you better believe if that Panthers offense scores right here, they are definitely going to be going for 2 to try to tie this game up. This is going to be about who's better, who wants it more right here on this 1st and 9 on the goal line.
You know, that's what's good about football.
I love it. And they are going to set up in that power offense. That looked like a little false start there. Oh, wow. What a great run right there. It's going to be 2nd and goal right there on the 1-yard line. That's going to be a hurry-up offense back into that power formation.
I don't think they're going to change it. They're going to try to do the exact same thing.
Exact same thing. It's one of the only things that's been working for this offense here late, and that will be enough to get the touchdown. That's going to be number 5, Grayson Porter on the run, and he has been doing very good on that run for this Ashdown Panthers team.
I tell you that play is set up to outnumber the defense and just have more power to one side, and it is working very well for the Ashdown Panthers right now.
And what's very tricky about it is they do not always run to that power side. They will run it on that weak side. That's a big stuff right there. I don't believe he got in.
No, he did not get in.
That is a huge stop right there by the Hope Bobcats, as he is short, and that 2-point conversion will not be good.
Another outstanding job by the Bobcat defense.
That is absolutely huge right there.
That was outstanding.
As it is now 14-12 with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. And we will see the Hope Bobcats offense back on this field, hopefully in a little bit of better field position.
You know, we've been saying all night long about how well the Bobcat defense is playing, and that's a great example right there.
Great example right there. You know, it wasn't the best field position. You know, they were inside their own 10-yard line. It's a very, very tough thing to do, especially with this Panthers little power formation they got going on tonight. It's a very, very good formation, very tricky to beat. I do believe we can come on top of that powered offensive formation if we just put our mind to it and Katie Gully just flies through that hole. But so far, that Panthers offense is just rolling with that formation. But a huge stop right there, and it looks like we've seen what we could do against that formation right there on that goal line.
Oh yeah. Well, back deep for the Bobcats right now is number 12, Donovan Jones, and number 10, Marion Lindsay.
2 people that I really believe they want to keep this ball away from, as they love to run that ball with power. And it's going to be number 12 with the return as he breaks one tackle. and gets the ball right at about the 24-yard line. That was a very good kick by the Panthers kicker right there.
African accelerated drive and runs in the clock. And they're
Yes,
looking good for us.
I agree. I think we need to get Lindsey the ball right here early, see what he can do. If not, come out with maybe a little play action. Maybe a little play action on second down.
Yeah.
But with the way Lindsey's been running this football this game, I doubt we're going to need that play action. He has been really a driving force of our Hope Bobcats offense tonight. And play action off to start that will be caught. That looks like Monk, if I'm not mistaken. A great catch by Monk on the back shoulder as he brings that in for a gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
Yeah, I was right by Monkey. Found the spot and set and waited. And then unpassed when they delivered the ball.
That's exactly what you do with this type of defense they're showing. You just want to make sure you beat him off the jump and sit and wait for that back shoulder pass on that slant route. Great ball by Patterson. Couldn't have placed it any better. As we got trips left, Lindsey will be taking this ball up the middle, and he breaks free of one tackle, but is immediately hit by the linebacker. Looks like it's going to be about a gain of 2.
I tell you, Miguel Lacey as well as Dominique Lacey have done a good job of going down and blocking on the pulls.
They really are. There's some big boys, and they are moving very fast for their size. And that will be a gain of 3 as it's 3rd and 2 on the play. And I believe Lindsey's going to see the ball again right here. What do you think, Coach?
It's a good opportunity for him to get a 3-yard gain, and then with the line playing the way they're playing, we should be able to get it.
And it looks like they got a 5-man front with one linebacker right there. This might be a great time to run that play.
I think
That might be encroachment right there. Now they're going to call it a false start on the Hope Bobcats, and that's a huge setback as it's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
I'll tell you, the Bobcats are shooting themselves in the foot right now. And they've had some occasions where they've done that.
And now we're going to need these receivers to make a big play right here. Let's see if they can't beat them off the jump and catch this little quick pass and get up to see if we can't get a 4th and short or maybe even a 1st down.
I tell you, the physicality of the Bobcats is great, but we just got to take care of those minor infractions.
We keep talking about it every last week and this week, and just these small little problems. We see a trips right formation with Zion Brown as the lone receiver to the left, Lindsey in the backfield, and it might be another Hope timeout, and it sure will be a Hope timeout, as Coach is very upset. I would be too if I kept seeing all these false starts, just like you said, shooting themselves in the foot when we have great field position to get this 1st down.
Yeah, I want to say that Coach McCaskill is upset because the play clock was running down and we just didn't get the play off.
And that would have been a huge loss right there. That would have been another 5 yards, and that'd be a 3rd and 12. Great timeout call right there. Just didn't want to waste a timeout this early in a close game in the 4th quarter, as it's 4 minutes and 38 seconds left with a 3rd and 7 for our Hope Bobcats. And this game is sponsored by Burke and Walker Accounting, also Diamond Bank. As the Bobcats come out of this timeout, let's see if we can't get a big play on 3rd and 7.
Well, this is another big play for the Bobcats. We had one earlier, and on 4th down, the Bobcats held them. Now we're on offense, they got the same situation. We need about 7 yards.
We're having a little issue of bringing the intensity from the defensive side to the offensive side. Let's see if that changes right here.
Patterson is back.
Great reception right there. That will be enough for the 1st down. Way to escape the pressure by Patterson, and that 1st down will be caught by Isaac Love. Great route, and that's exactly what you were talking about. Just finding that hole and sitting there and waiting for a great pass, as that was a great pass.
Yes, that was. And a great pattern by Patterson.
He eluded that pressure so precisely and just threw that ball in the vicinity of Isaac Love, and Isaac Love went down and caught it. Just enough for the 1st down, 1st and 10. And that will be another run by Lindsey, as he's just so good at breaking that first tackle. We see it once again, and that will be enough to gain 2 right there. 2nd and 8.
think I saw a linebacker, saw a lineman pulling, and they just ran off their hips and met the back in the backfield.
Lindsey's just so strong and fast coming out that backfield. It's just hard to take him down behind the line of scrimmage. Three minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. I'm surprised we haven't seen any timeouts yet. Maybe this Ashdown coaching sideline, they have really strong faith in their defense. It's 2nd and 8. Lindsey takes a counter, but is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 10. 3rd and 11. That's a loss of 3. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in this fourth quarter. Hope Bobcats on top of the Ashdown Panthers, 14-12.
Yeah, the Panthers showing a lot of guts by playing at this time of at this point in the game. It's been able to stop the Bobcats.
They're trying to get this crowd on their feet as they try to stop our Hope Bobcats. Let's see what we can do right here. Another 3rd down. Let's see if we can't come up with another great play on 3rd down. 3rd and 11 on the play. Patterson in the backfield. Good 3-step drop. Monk's wide open, but he just can't get rid of it. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and is sacked behind the line of scrimmage. That is a rough thing to do, is when you're a left-handed quarterback running to the left side of the football field trying to get that ball out of your hand. That's a tough thing to do, throw off that front foot. He had him wide open. Monk was wide open for the 1st down, just couldn't quite get the ball out of his hand.
Well, you gotta give a lot of credit to Ashdown defense. They really came at Patterson with linebackers on the blitz, and Panther had nowhere to go.
He did escape the pocket very well, just couldn't get that front foot throw off, and it's just a very awkward position, especially like I said for a left-handed quarterback running to this side of the football field. But here comes that Bobcats punting team. Let's see if we can't get a good punt.
Cameron Carrigan coming on the punt.
And he's not only our punter, he also plays free safety, and he's been doing very, very good for this Bobcats defense.
And he did a good job of getting the ball off.
Great punt, great quick punt to about the 30-yard line, and it is returned for about 15 yards.
You know, once again, we'll get a chance to see our defense. And like I said, they've been bending, but they have not broken all night.
They have not broken all night, and now we get to see them on the Panthers side of the field instead of opposed to inside of our own 10-yard line. Let's see if we can't turn the intensity up and get a 3 and out right here. 2 minutes and 26 seconds left on the clock. The ball will be on the 44-yard line as 1st and 10 for the Ashdown Panthers, as they are trying to get on the ball as quick as possible. It will be a rollout to the right. And that ball will be completed at the 54-yard line. Excuse me, the 46-yard line.
I tell you, that was a good play by the quarterback from Ashdown. He rolled to the right and maybe to throw the ball.
There is a late flag on the play. Let's see what this flag's all about. Ineligible man downfield by the Panthers. That is a huge, huge problem by the Panthers right there, as that ball will be brought back. That is something that cannot happen on a rollout play. It is very tough on a rollout play to keep your linemen where they need to be. But that's something you have to do. You have to stay put as an offensive lineman on that rollout play. KD Gully with the breakup, but it went right through his hands as the quarterback of Ashdown just threw it right into the hands of KD Gully. Just couldn't quite come up with the interception. 2nd and 16 for the Ashdown Panthers. That's just something we seen last week. Opening drive of Nashville just goes right through our defenders' hands. We have to come up with those catches.
You know, right now our defensive line is doing a good job of pressuring the quarterback
They
and
really are.
forcing him to get rid of the football.
We seen our defensive ends right there just coming over the top of those tackles and pressuring that quarterback up in the pocket, just rushing him to throw that football. 2nd and 16. And that ball will be caught at about the 50-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 16 yards, gain of 11 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 4 on the play.
We need a big play out of our defense
We
right
got
now.
the hurry up offense for the Panthers, and we are sending a few linebackers at the quarterback. And we will bring him down at the line of scrimmage. That's number 52 again.
Richard Cunningham.
That is Cunningham for another sack by this Hope Bobcats team. That is absolutely incredible. He has been flying off that defensive line and makes the tackle right there at the line of scrimmage. Absolutely incredible defense right there.
And also a good job out of both defensive ends by creating a pocket and keeping them inside the pocket.
That's absolutely correct. Sidney Ross coming out of the left side, left end right there, just fighting that tackle, and that's absolutely that's a key to keep that quarterback contained in that pocket.
Yes, I saw, and as well as Corey Armstrong. Armstrong really kept him inside, and that was a key to playing him able to get to the quarterback.
I'll tell you what, Cunningham is lining up on the center at the nose guard position, and that's something we love to see. I love old school football, and I love nose guards, and he is absolutely just dominating this football game. I believe that's 6 sacks alone in this football game by Cunningham.
Well, I like to see our defense play the way they're playing right now.
It's exciting to watch, and we are pressing these receivers once again. That's what I love to see on the secondary for the Bobcats. Another rush right there, and that's a fumble on the play. Sidney Ross with the fumble. And that will be Hope Ball. Wow, what a great play by Sidney Ross and the other defensive end as well. But Sidney Ross ultimately knocking the ball out of the quarterback's hands with a huge hit in the backfield. Hope Bobcat ball with 1 minute and 31 seconds in this football game.
I tell you, I'm very proud of the way the Bobcat defense is playing tonight. It's just exciting to see a team playing as well as they're playing.
If you don't love scoring, you got to love defensive football, and that's what we are seeing today. Now this offense has to come out here with that same intensity. Let's see if we can't score with this 1 minute and 31. I know we want to run the clock out, but Ashdown does have a couple timeouts left. So I say we go for the score, to be honest with you.
We don't want to be too conservative, but at the same time, we want to make sure we secure the ball and let that clock run.
With Lindsey in the backfield, I doubt we can be too conservative as they hand the ball off to him one more time, and he just breaks free again for a big gain of 4, a hard gain of 4.
With the clock running, 1:10 on the clock right now.
They did say his knee was down. That's going to be a gain of 2. Looked like he might have gained 4 right there, but they said the knee was down. Gain of 2, it's 2nd and 8. It looks like we are going to knee the ball.
Well, I'm not certain how many timeouts Ashdown have. We took one early, remember, right?
They did take one early in the game, or in the second half, excuse me. Is Hope Bobcats 14, Ashdown Panthers 12 with 30 seconds, and that clock is still ticking. I'm not sure if Ashdown has another timeout.
And the clock continues to run.
And folks, I believe Ashdown is out of timeouts, and that is going to be the ball game. Hope Bobcats over the Ashdown Panthers, 14-12. What an incredible game of football right here. Big time defense by this Hope Bobcats.
I tell you what, it's a good win for the Bobcats early in the year. We're gonna get some momentum going our way, and we'll be looking to the next week.
That's a big time win right here against a really good Ashdown football team. They are 2-0 this season for a reason, but we came here to Ashdown and showed them what this whole Bobcats defense was about, and that's what it was tonight. Was an outstanding defensive night. Cunningham with at least 6 sacks. We had a big time fumble recovery right there, forced by Ross on the outside rush right there, and that was just absolutely crucial to this win. Also, KD Gully making multiple tackles in the backfield. Just an outstanding defensive football game.
Well, I tell you what, if you can hold your opponent to 12 points, that there you got a chance to win a ball game, and that's what the Bobcats are looking for.
Especially a great offense like this Ashdown Panthers team. We want to remind you that our sponsor to the game tonight is Burke and Walker Accounting and also Diamond Bank. We want to thank you again, Coach, for being here tonight. My name is Ryan Hawley, and we will see you next time. Hope with the win, 14-12. Thank you.